Hey guys, it's Rick back to an episode of Let's Play Danganronpa Mean Playthrough. So last episode, we escaped the garbage pit. And we got Monokuma to agree to do the class trial again. And now it is time to do the final investigation. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead from before the blast. They didn't have a single stab. The victim had instead stabbed a single time with a knife, which was completely through the body. They also been struck in the head with an object, about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Kasaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation? Figure out who killed her. Let's just start with the rooms that weren't locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the file lab, and the door on the data center with Monokuma's face on it. And on the second floor dormitories, dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now. Up now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder. Which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Right, so we got that. Add truth bullets. Nothing really matters, so that's not going to be used for the truth bullets at all. But yeah, I guess since we're here, we'll start with the dormitories first, I guess. But yeah, the gate is open. We can finally check the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is that second floor dorms. It looks like some ancient ruins. Oh no, it looks more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up or something here or something. Now technically you would go in that door first, but trust me, you don't go in there right now. Because you will not be able to get in. This room doesn't feel like a student's room. It has more of an adult atmosphere.
Correct.
That's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. A regret, huh? Huh? A regret? There's a piece on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem.
Whoever used it last looks like. Whoever used it last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The previous stuff, some search results left on it. You might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
there's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group was responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driven force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much there. But guess that's the best he can do, as he could do, as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despairs. Remember that, because that's going to come up later. Wait, well, it's going to come up in the second game at some point. Huh? A strange gap in the wall. Some kind of design mistake or construction defect or something.
So...
There's a gap here, but it's not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side. Open space. Does that mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
It's a very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I still have a program on the PC that I think controls it. You enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers we can really get from there. You're right. That's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through his paperwork and all the files on the PC. Everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to do, but nothing that I might imagine that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this, jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there's not much that there must be some kind of clue waiting there. But maybe, for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, there's anything I need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, there's no way I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. Password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? I'm sorry, I was just trying to think what the password might be. I'm sure she hadn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. You want to do it, but if you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Kyoko does not seem very keen right now. Let's be his name, but that might be more than Kyoko ever thought of.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I pledged myself determined to face the computer monitor. Let me just type in the password. Typed her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands slightly intense tremble as I finish typing it in. Beep. Oh, okay. It actually turned out to be the password. That is a surprise. What? That did it. Kyoko, it worked.
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Let's go inside the hidden room. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not be in the room. Her gaze is fixed on one thing. A present. Wrapped in a cover with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? Do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If that's what it is, if it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. So you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying something that will make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by step. Step by heavy step. I approach the box. Took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. A light began to seek its way into the box. I stole the highest hesitant of a glance inside. Hyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright spot. I mean, who could possibly imagine? Just I thought. What? Just you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there are bones in there. Human bones!
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of bones, specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing as a dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
We found the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
You know, information we already have. That's the only possible answer. So, yep, same person, a mastermind, according to the headmaster in the late 30s, who's likely somewhere in the school right now. And it's sure, yeah, killing him, 16 students participating in the high school. We already know that. Are those 6 students? So, Altrico said the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words...
And most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. To explain her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. So she said it was just as she thought. So she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. That's why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off to all ties. But was that all there was to it? Jumps on her pride, yep. Would she give her pride just for that? Can't help but wonder. Hidden present, room present. Okay. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue. I really want to check it out, but we don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay, then if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened up all the drawers and looked inside. Approach each drawer, nothing under the unreal documents. And then the last drawer. This is any handbook, right? It has a label on it. It says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right.
it would seem...
It might prove useful. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko, I don't need it. If you want, if you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. And I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? The headmaster's handbook was added to the notebook. Oh, this picture. Okay, it looks so cute. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Uh-oh. Oh my. Well, this is... He came here to cut me off. He came here to cut me off. I thought he came here to cut me off and myself free from the past. And yet... No, to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. Picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture this time. He must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him the truth, and I wanted to face him and tell him him myself to cut him off, cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and the headmaster was added to your handbook.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, but also I know it's only going to inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just
I
a
need
second.
to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before that about the relationship you have with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not heart and soul. But maybe this picture motivated him to... Maybe this picture motivated him? Maybe he hoped to see me again someday? Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And if and this isn't an issue, that can be settled with theories. But that picture does not change the facts of what happened with what I went through. That problem can't be solved easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I get myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Alright, so Kyoko wants to be alone. So... Nope, we've done everything we can. Is she really okay? Kyoko must have been completely shocked. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt that the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. Yeah, we already know that. I'm not going to read all this again because I've already read it once before. There's really no point in reading it again. We were wrong about the headmaster. We were wrong. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. The mastermind's true identity is... Yes, we know. One of the students in the killing game. 15 of us met in the hall. Yes, Mukuro made 16. Only 6 of us left, still alive. Everyone else is dead. Yes, I know. I do not need to see a picture of my wife who dead again. Even Mukuro. Even if she's undeniably dead. So, the ones left still alive are me, Yakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. Wait, that can't be it. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. I'm trying to have the thing get stuck. So that's why I'm typing much. That's why I'm pressing A much slower so it doesn't get stuck. This room was filled with lockers. This must have been for Hope Speaker students who came before us. The class before ours must have locked and used these lockers. Alright, so there's 3 lockers we have to check. Well, 2 lockers actually, sorry. So let's go ahead and check this one. I think it's that one. I wonder if I can open the locker. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed. Must be how to get it open. After all, it's pretty similar to card readers down the second floor. And you need a handbook to open those up. Does that mean, wait, I'll just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran across the scanner, and then, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the hidden room? Let's give it one more try. Took the emergency handbook out and ran across to the reader. Beep. Just what I was hoping for. Now let's look inside. This thing is practically empty. There's one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. There's some writing that could be important. I don't like violating others' privacy, but I better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all spaced out evenly, like whoever was measuring them. Who wrote them must have been really meticulous. Huh? Looking through the pocketbook, but my hands froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I had heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope Speak Academy into. There's a plan to turn Hope Speak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a human life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with this pretty plan directly. Just so happens that the headmaster. It just happens that to be the headmaster and my father. Oh crap! He was willing to give me some details regarding the plan. Here's what he said: the point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate superior youth from the corrupted world, to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. Hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfless decision without consulting anyone else. I couldn't imagine a worse father. Uh-oh. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocket belonged to. Kyoko. But if it belongs to Kyoko, what's it doing in this locker? This is what I was. She said she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to who came up with the drawing directly to my father. Yep. What does all this mean? I quickly scanned through the remaining pages of the notebook. When I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind. Just spinning much faster and faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy and disorganized. Scroll. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. What is this? What does this mean? I have no idea. How could it possibly make any sense? The truth bullets. You guys where I put two and two together and figure out what's going on right now. So, alright, so let's just say something again. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belonged to has probably had organization problems every part of their life. This is a crystal ball? Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he would ever use this locker. It's just not possible. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I just think whoever's stuff that this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying casually and naturally as possible. Picked up one of the notebooks that I saw. The moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of uneasiness in my mind had evaporated. Yasuhiro Hagakure, huh? What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside of the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety. Hello? Hello? Yeah, who is this? I apologize for that. I got a phone call. I really need to learn to turn my phone off or put on mute when I record. Notebook can also contain a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here. No, it can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time the rest of us, as the rest of us, and we were all snuck. We were all snuck. We were all sucked into this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Alright, there's no fruit bullets. Alright. The more I see, the less it makes sense, because of these lockers. I mean, they had belonged to previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? The notebook seems to belong to Hiro. The pocketbook seems to belong to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe it, and I have to believe in everyone. Alright, so there's that. So we've explored everything on the second floor. And you can go check this, but there's really nothing in here. It's just a classroom. So, oh, it's a dorm room. Never mind. Oh look, there's blood on the floor. There really is nothing to check in this room. It's just here. There's blood everywhere in this place. Explains what. Yeah, there's blood right there. People got smashed by rocks. People have gotten mutilated. It is not very fun. Now we're back down to here, so let's go ahead and head up to the. Let's head back up to the. Let's see where we need to go is the data room on the 4th floor. I figured out you can actually teleport. I didn't realize you could though. Map. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the 4th floor.
Hey, Makoto.
Hey, Makoto. Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors of the school had to be unlocked, one should be open here, right here too, right?
But
Although I covered myself to open it.
I mean,
It might explode, right? And that would really suck. So you open it. I'm not sure she didn't mean it, but she made me sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. I need to rush over near my desk and hit underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. Threw my way to the door and opened it, and it opened these. Let me think here. This is pretty interesting. My first impression was, oh, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Shut the hatch on the floor. There's no hatch on the floor. But right now I'm not concerned about... Okay, whatever. What is this device? It says some kind of control panel. It's really all over the top. It looks like through it though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? The fool would probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the room Monokuma has a control panel. That looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean?
okay.
All right, let's start poking around or whatever. I'm gonna start pressing buttons. Hold on, you can't just do whatever something like this. That was too late. He now press already jabbing at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think that's one of the buttons. The thing was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? Let's take a good look at the control panel. And I saw a bunch of buttons, each written with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there's one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the data center, that's right next door. The room where we were just in. That's where the strange noise came I'm better probably go check it out. Yeah, please. I'm scared out of my mind right now. So I'll just cheer you on from over here. Did I hear what I heard? Hello, Monokuma. Is that Monokuma? Hey. Rawr, give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina? What? Aw, man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, is this some kind of remote control camera setup? Kinda setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from here. From in here.
Found it.
I guess I guess what? I found a self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. Are you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, guess that settles it. The room that Monokuma, with the Monokuma drawn in it, is in the control panel inside. Whoa, hey Makoto! What the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling now, what you were controlling just now, was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? What? For real? Yep. It's pretty. It's pretty. Yep. It looks like the panel. That panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling the Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they definitely were in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. The control was solely separate from the control room is totally separate from the data center area with the monitor, with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey.
the mastermind can't monitor us and control the Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. If the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, then that means they've been inside the school this whole time? Guess that would have to be true. But that is true. Yes, I know. The mastermind Monokuma's puppeteer is really the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? The control room has been added to truth bullets. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't feel I don't like that that face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind is hiding. The mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set some traps or something? I can't say is it possible. I really hope it's not true. So like, do you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all of our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Click. As soon as the door of the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah! The door just locked on its own! What? My hand's trying to grab the doorknob. You're right! It's locked, but why? Of course it's locked! Because the data center is now restricted! Monokuma!
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't, like, just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed it would be if my son at the school mascot just up and stopped moving. In that room.
Yep.
Yes, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
That doesn't make any sense. You were just We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. Hatch on the floor. I knew I checked it for some reason. Too bad. That was your big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, the hatch can't be opened from the outside, so anyway, so whatever. Now then, the room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be wrong on you guys. Tell the others. Peace. Okay, he's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there. In fact, if you think about that when we got locked out to the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then when I said we should leave, well, the hatch could be open from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have time to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. But there's one thing I'm good at is keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You got me all motivated. Nice. You got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Okay. And it took off in a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. There's only one way forward. Right, we are almost done with this investigation, believe it or not. We only have like 2 more rooms to look at, and the crime scene areas. So let's go ahead and do the crime scene areas first, get those out of the way. And then we'll check the other rooms. Huh? It's gone. Micro's body. It's not here? The body's inside the tool shed. I better touch this to be sure. I didn't find anything close to that body. Maybe there's what's... I have no idea where. The corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. The tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so maybe I'll better look into it. The killer used a tarp to keep the sprinkles from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on the corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then, this originally came from the Biolab? Tarp has been updated in our 2 bullets. Alright. That's all really a check here. But where did the body have gone? We're still looking for it. Let's go check the dojo again. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
I'm so disgusting. You want me out of your sight? No, that's not it. At all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give it back. Give back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. You have no idea what I'm going through right now. When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there's any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Okay. Okay, Toko, whatever. Alright, so that's it. Now go check the headmaster's room, which is on the 5th floor. And the 4th floor. So let's go to the headmaster's room, because that's open now. This is the headmaster's room. I heard an awful lot about it, but this may be the first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Well, came to the right place. This time, would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of the pathetically obstreperous desk. Class 78 student registry. It contains a profile of all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got the page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there as well, along with hers.
In other words...
There be no doubt, Mukuro was a student at Ghost Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Kusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko is in a hurry. What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tear away in the paper had been crumpled. She must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile contains actually 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information on Mukuro that we still don't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us some interesting clue. Mukuro Kusaba reappeared suddenly in the background. For research. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, it can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whether it is Mukuro, whether it is Mukuro, definitely she has some sort of connection to it. I had a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward my research on onto the ultimate despair, and I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This just gives my gut a bad feeling. This is my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Host Week Academy, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I wanted to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's dangerous to the other students, I will be forced to take reasonable measures. Mukuro is part of the ultimate despair? I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that make Mukuro the mastermind Mukuro and the mastermind were allies? So why would I kill Mukuro? Plus, even if the headmasters seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of, they would have taken her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. Excuse me. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. Wait, what is it? Did you notice the picture there and there? Picture of a girl, perhaps you've never seen before. A girl seems to be included as part of Class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot tall, 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals: 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me if I like asking me if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You're a hopeless idiot. Well, I'm trying to tell you that maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, "Oh, could that mean?" Wait, what is he trying to say? There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm being back to Byakuya's and errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added to bullets. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along quite well. You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along well. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
the cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't as you will. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Alright, that's everything in this room. Alright, let's go check the, what's next we gotta check? I gotta go to the biolab. Okay. I thought I had to go to the biolab till after. Biolab is on the 2nd floor. Or on the 5th floor. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I think I'm gonna feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. There's some kind of weird machine built into the wall. On the left side is a bunch of glowing blue lights, but on the other side, there's some kind of weird machine. Okay, well that's already done. It's a fridge stored for storing dead bodies. Does that mean the biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It's like an instruction manual. We're offering an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadavers that for all your cadaver needs. In addition to germicidal lumps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know that the automated system has been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will adjust automatically for optimum settings. Without our system, anyone can keep a body as fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade packs. This is an instruction manual for the fridge. So I can make shift morgue. And about each of those light slots. It looks like it's set up. That's when when the slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is. The biolab lights have been added. I can't take any more lights over to control right now. There's only one thing I do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other options. Huh? Is it time already?
Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASAP possible.
Oh my. What now? What's the hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt that it could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said go to the gym, right? Oh, hey, hero. Whoa! Makoto! Why do you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? This is sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. That seems a bit sus. Hero? It's like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Oh, welcome. Are you ready for your final hint? Just happens to be the envelope on the ground in front of you. Envelope. This must be an envelope. And just so you know, I'll be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monkuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope Peak Academy at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's someone I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba. Then this girl is... Wait, why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? Even more than that. Just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now looking at it, not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember even taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was not until we arrived here at Hope Peak Academy. So it's only natural for me to not be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. That this picture is real. And could that mean like me? Everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you going to keep rambling on? Let's go to the video helmet.
What are you gonna do?
You're getting kind of in the way. Standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out! But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
I
What kind of mystery would it be if I gave you all the answers? That's just totally out of left field. There we go. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo was added truth bullets. So in the end, all I found that Jim was even more confusion, and with that confusion, I had left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It's just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. Should we clear things up? No, we'll have to clear this up. Well, I guess the first thing we do is go over here and go in here. I'm just going to do this real quick and then I'm going to go to the final investigation room. So. So this already been it's been hiding. Listen, I was hoping I'd talk to you. Oh, Makoto. Sorry, you gotta go. What? She ran off as fast as she ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask. Stop, Hina. Why? Why won't you talk to me? Something very suspicious is going on. First Hero, now Hina. What the heck? What did Monokuma do? Yakuya. Listen, do you think we can talk? Yakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. I'll talk to you as if we're friends. Hey, Yakuya, wait! Of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why is he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Hey, Hero. Oh! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, No! So I'm in a big hurry. Okay then. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about that notebook. Why was he trying to avoid me? It's like he was afraid of me. Why? Alright, let's go ahead and go to the biolab now. Because that's where we need to head back to, is the biolab again. Although, talk to everybody now. I decided to visit the bio lab one more time. The first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Huh? Toko? Toko, are you okay? No, no. She's not dead, is she? Hey. Hello, Genocide Jill. Ugh! It's so cold. Super cold. I think I might catch a cold. You taking taking naps in a place like this, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. But you were standing there just staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have you reached that certain age?
Oh, then what about hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why'd you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was waking up just now. What did you do, Miss Morosa? That's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo! Blazing! We share the same basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double memory. Oh no, it's more like half. Genocide Jack's memories have been added to the truth bullet section of our headbook. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's somewhere around here, doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. Yes.
Oh, I'm on fire.
I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Okay. Took a shot off an eerie laughter echoing behind her, and I totally forgot about her picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. The fridge is open. I'm sure it was shut tight last time I was here. She must have passed. That must be why she must have passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. You don't have to apologize.
Listen.
Well, listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. Kentuko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there. Well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assume it must have been because she was. The thing that I assumed is because she must have sneezed again, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem
I imagine she's here to investigate She came here to investigate when she did open the slot there. That's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge in her hands. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second for closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body's here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body's inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time. The mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed that we wouldn't be doing a class trial, or we would be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now, I can finally get a good look at the body. Well, that's right, Kyoko had a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Kyoko, it's a bear. He doesn't have a tail. And if he did have a tail, it's a very small one. You won't be able to grab it that easily. Okay, what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. But that's it. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I want to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about the announcement Monokuma made earlier.
Whew.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on that offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The reason why he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us to cloud our judgment. I can solve the mystery on my own, but without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I should go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her. I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she, right? Did the mastermind forge this picture as a contract to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. Oh, she's there. Okay.
It would seem...
We've seen the blue lights come on whenever a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there are 9 in all. 9? 9 lights. Biolab is updated. No, I've seen this tarp something before. Ah, it's the same one I found in the garden tool shed. If I remember right, the tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Tarp was updated. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Alright, jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do work if they... Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. Did you find anything?
Indeed.
I've paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and the blows to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little more difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were fatal injuries, right? And what was the fatal injury? The explosion victim's identity is unknown. However, the dead bodies, however they were dead before the blast. The victim had have been stabbed a single time with a knife when it completely the body. They was struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. Bodies covered in wounds. These are at least 7 days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file says they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
all of the Monokuma files says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see a difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering that the impression that they gave.
Listen.
You seem to be adequate, equating several days with simply old.
However...
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever. Like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? Well, all we got in the Monokuma file was right after she was killed. So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
but if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
certainly, you can allow it as one of many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
The detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no infinite answers from the beginning. Instead of the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
The invasion on these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, use only their logic and common sense. Then they investigate. They test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you that this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should have kept that in mind for the future. Kyoko's encountered add truth bullets.
Hey.
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the whole time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking for Mukuro's profile, I listed her height and weight.
So...
5 foot 7 inches, 79 pounds, vitals words 32, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remember all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
indeed.
And don't forget about the Finrod tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba's profile has been updated.
And?
That's all you want to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
It looks like we have no further business with the Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, I can warm you up. I can warm you up another way. Oh wait, are we gonna put the body back? Do you think it's kind of sad to leave it out like this?
Why?
Sad. Don't forget, she was once our enemy. A part of the ultimate despair. But she got killed. She's a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase you reap what you sow? But yeah, but still,
Whew.
you really are naive. You know that? That's really quite appealing. That's really quite appealing. Appalling, appealing, I don't know how else it is. But you're gonna ran me, yep. Naive.
So then,
I think we're done here. I think we're done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in the locker. If I don't do it now... Hey Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead, then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad ever since you got here?
What?
What?
So...
What do you mean? Well, you know, all those lockers on the second floor dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But again, to the lockers, you need a handbook of whatever this locker, or whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get one in the opening using the emergency, using to get the one using the emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook. And after that, looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
Why would you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? Can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to it just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there's something written inside. It's about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
I think everything is starting to fit together to reveal the reveal the cohesive picture. Well, I'm afraid the picture might be worse than anything we could imagine. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate all those lockers right now. Let me confirm what you just said on my own, with my own two eyes. Well, let me give you the headmaster's handbook then. That way you can.
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I should have no problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD. It says Class 78 Urgent Interviews.
So...
I found it in the hidden room. I found it in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means. Just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in the place of none. A place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes any sense right now. I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD is added to the truth bullets. Okay, now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So it turns out, arrangements I made didn't stick. Which means, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. How about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the question I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. That's all because of the mastermind.
However...
But, there's one thing I'm sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness.
I
swore to destroy the mastermind. That's just one more reason to follow through on that. Hugo's eyes burned with determination, fire and determination. Determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death, and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let a small laugh as she said that, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So, that's it for my rambling. There's not much to do before I can consider the task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
Now keep this in mind. There's only one absolute truth. Whether the truth is justice or suffering. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it is the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not. Because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. And behind the farewell words of farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. So now we gotta go to the AV room. Who says something about hopeless truth? Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and go back down to the first floor. The AV room is right over here. But to me, felt me to me eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka! Waifu! Is this Sayaka? It's been a while since I said Sayaka's name with Makoto's voice. It took me totally by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
What was her was the man in position side of the screen. The voice is a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded to me like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was honestly at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There's a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But only this. I simply cannot comprehend what I just heard. Because now I know how much Sayaka would have Because I know how much Sayaka would have wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted so badly she tried to frame me for murder. So why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. I started back toward the screen. As if I was any more confused, what I saw next phased me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. And possibly, undeniably, me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. And we're having this, we seemed to have, like, fairly normal conversation. We were having a fairly normal conversation. But I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of ever meeting the headmaster, much as less sitting down and talking to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From that, we're going to do the same scene again with all the others. Yakuya. Toko. Hina. They all said they could agree to living in this school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Though I doubt she hadn't met him. She said she'd sat down with the headmaster at Holistic Academy, her father. And when he asked her the question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted the life living within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview wrapped up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? So was it just me? The monitor DVD player was turn off. Which meant, of course, that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie! Looks like it's broken out of service! What? It just happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when it doesn't matter, failure can strike at any time. That's what failure is, right? Failure, my ass. You cut off the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. You'd ask them questions, and the same question, they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge extra sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted. When I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, and a disconnect.
It would seem...
I'm back on it now. That was the point where at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to school. What my ultimate ability was, but what made me forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? Convenient outcome. So it's something that seemed very obvious. Work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... And there's been updated, and ding dong bing bong! You all know what it's time for!
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black. There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
Alright. So, to finish us, the last time, hope and despair on the line. I have a choice. I have to do this! Okay then. This is the end. Alright! Let us head into the elevator and make our way down to the next area. This one was the first time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, at least for now. Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure I'll be here soon. And just like you said... Yakuya? Yakuya? They arrived one after another, but they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was defending silence of fear and suspicion. It's like the first class trial.
You called for me, and so I appeared.
Amenity!
Oh, I'm on fire!
A strong silent master is wonderful. So cool. Hot and my loins are ablaze.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine. Leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
With my sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge a the master of evil. I thought you could kill anyone but adorable little boys. If Master wants me to kill a boy or a girl, anything in between, I can handle it. Oh well, where am I? No human lady should describe how that disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is there one here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin! This is the final class trial! It's gonna be slaughtered in pitch black despair, climaxing with sorrow!
that's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial. And this time, it'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop slandering when I'm a bear in a good standing, you know?
Unbelievable.
If there's a Mr. Fairy Guy in the universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of this tedious derival. Begin the class trial already. Sure. Let's begin the class trial already. I wait for you down below.
You
So
guys.
don't try and run away. Lock as long as you can, Monty. That's gonna disappear. Whatever.
In the name of my
This will
family.
be over in no time. How old the other? Yeah, so that one was followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid or suspicious of each other.
however,
Do you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us about it soon. At the class trial. You're right? You're right, I'm ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Of course! I'm glad to hear you say that. You're going over the elevator. Stepping out after a gaping maw. I resolved to the world's to be the last time. I repeated myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed that anxiety down, calming my trembling body. And finally, on steady legs, I passed through the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper still. I'm not gonna read all that. The deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes. At the end, sight fell away. All the sound disappeared too. Alone in a universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. It could have been seconds or centuries later. I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. Slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site. What do you think? It's perfect it's perfect. What do you think? It's perfect for it's a perfect. Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's a long-awaited last stage. This, the excitement, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm not going to sit this one out either. I'll just sit right here in this vacant 16th seat. Well then, let's begin! But we will do the final class trial in the next episode! So you guys watch this episode of Let's Play Danganronpa Green Playthrough. In the next episode, we do the final chapter, we finish the final class trial, and get to the bottom of the mystery of this school. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really like it, want to share or grow, subscribe. Also, show me how to chat down below. I'm Red200, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.